What's up, Rhino Rockstars? We're going to be showing you how to make a few items in Rhino. First off with this Rubik's Cube, and then moving on to this robot looking guy. So let's get into it.
Alright, so first you start out by using the polyline tool to draw a rectangle. Use the surface creation tool to make the rectangle into a surface, and from here you'll extrude the surface to make it a solid. Then draw the second rectangle, create the surface, extrude out the surface while using the gumball extrusion, then press Option on the keyboard to duplicate the smaller rectangle solid, place on the bigger solid, and then use the Boolean difference tool to subtract those rectangles from their original solid. Go to front view, find the midpoint and use the circle tool. Extrude that into a surface using gumball. Then using Boolean difference, you subtract the circle from the surface of the solid. And that's how you create the leg piece of the robot.
Making the head is kind of the same process as the feet. We're going to start with making a square as the head. Then we're going to make a bunch of shapes that go in place for the eyes and the nose and the mouth. Right now we're just filleting the corners because that's how the shape looks. Rotate them both, scale them to size, flip them over. We're going to move them to the face. We're just making a few lines here so that we can find the midpoint. Then we're extruding them up so that they cover the whole surface. Extruding them the correct amount. Placing the nose and mouth. Now we're making eyes, throwing them right in front. Placing them where they should go. Making sure they are symmetrical and in the right spots. Then we're going to make sure that when we do the Boolean union or Boolean difference, it's going to subtract the right amount to show the depth and the shape. Now we're completing the Boolean difference here, checking if it worked. Sometimes it can be a bit finicky. Just gonna try it now. Try it again. Checking to see if it works, and the head is all done. Okay, now moving on to the Rubik's Cube. The hardest part about it is lining up each individual pieces that make up a full cube. So right now we're making a sort of wireframe box so that all the pieces can fit in perfectly. The cross hatches are just to even line it up even more, so they're not off center, whatnot. Right now we're making a corner piece, filleting the corners. The outside corners have a bigger fillet than the inside. And now we're just making sure it's lined up. We're going to put a square on the center of the face, inset a little bit to act as the sticker, the colored sticker. Extruding it just a little bit so that you can see the shape of the sticker. Next, we're going to place the sticker on the other three sides of the corner piece using that bottom bounding box as a rotation point. Then we're going to duplicate the cube again to create that middle piece. Keeping in mind, again, the fillets on the outside are different than the fillets on the inside. It's really all about fillets for this Rubik's Cube because they're all different. Again, now we're making a sticker that's gonna be offset a little bit from the middle of the face, and we're gonna duplicate that to the other side. Making the centerpiece is the same as the last two, just all four corners are filleted a lot and there's only one face that needs a sticker on it. Now comes the most important part of making the Rubik's Cube. We're gonna duplicate all the 3 objects since there's only 3 main pieces, the corner, the center, and that middle. Like I said before, we're gonna use the bounding box as rotation pivot points so that everything can snap perfectly where it needs to go. And there we have it, the Rubik's Cube. Thank you.